This is Charlie Ko at Focusrite in Hollywood, Florida with TJ Clark, President and CEO of limos.com. TJ, tell us what is limos.com and when did you guys start this?
Well, at limos.com, we're trying to effect a ride revolution where we make it much easier and more affordable for average consumers to be able to use great limo services around the world. And we do that by working with the best local suppliers in markets, not just in the US and Canada, but in the EU, UK, in India, China, and South America. And we put those suppliers into a competitive marketplace where they fight it out for your business and give you the best price. And then you can book them through the web or through mobile.
And so web, mobile, you were talking about mobile.
Right.
And when you say they fight it out, so in any one destination you would have multiple providers?
That's right. Just like us, consumers love on the web and travel to come online. They like to search, compare their options, like they can see different hotels, and then pick the best one for them. And so we brought that notion into this category, which we hadn't seen anyone doing. And we started this about 4 years ago when we bought the company.
Let's take New York City, right?
Sure.
JFK to Manhattan can run, well, this is kind of old figures, but let's say $40 to $75, right, for a limo.
Right.
And since you put it on limos.com, what kind of does the competition do to that? I mean, everybody loves to take a limo. Has it brought the price down in some instances?
Yes, it has. So our rate in New York for a premium level service to JFK from Manhattan is about $60. That includes tip. And one of the things we're very focused on is bringing forward all the price details that the customer would want to know, so that we can show you one inclusive price for your trip. So $60 would be a very premium service. There are differences among the companies that provide the service. There's Black Car in New York, which is a big category, but a premium limo service is what you could get for that rate. So it's very, very attractive. And I think a taxi from Manhattan to JFK should be in the range of about $50 with tip. So pretty close to a taxi price.
You're only a B2C service or travel agents use you as well?
B2C is where we started. So we started out in the leisure space. And leisure space for limo service are groups of people getting together to do all kinds of fun things. Maybe a birthday night out, a wine tour, a wedding. And then we moved into the corporate and business traveler space this past year. So what we can do for business travelers is save them about 40% versus what they would pay through a legacy network like a Boston Coach or Carry limousine. Yeah. And we can bring it forward to the desktop and mobile for the business traveler. And for the travel manager, we give them modern travel manager controls that are similar to what they're used to in the ways that they've managed their air spend, their hotel spend, like an Agencia or Orbitz for Business type of a system where they can set policies, they can get reporting across all the use within their company, and they can even select the providers as preferred providers and set up their own private network among our suppliers in the system.
Can you share some numbers with us, volumes, and which markets are coming from?
Sure. We're worldwide. About 90% of our business is still from North America, but it's growing percentage overseas. And we've grown our web traffic about 50% every year over the past 3 years. So we have about 7 million visitors that we expect to the site this year. We have 25,000 vehicles that are loaded in our system that are bookable through the system and through mobile. And we have about 4,000 major cities where you can get service.
And the bookings, they are generally for destinations in which countries?
Well, the U.S. is our biggest. Popular cities within the U.S. Our big cities are Vegas, New York, Houston, big metros, L.A., San Francisco are huge markets. And people, about a third of our users are booking airport transfers. And that competition among suppliers has brought our prices pretty close to what it would cost to take a cab in most major markets. So we're highly competitive with cab, plus or minus 10%.
Last question, what might be enhanced services and features in the coming year?
So we're super excited about mobile. We think mobile is just amazing for this category because you have a very smart little computer in your hand that's always connected, and it has GPS. So we're deploying a driver-side application to the drivers that work with limos.com, and when they register for a limos.com job on their app, we'll be able to see them because of their GPS signal. And then we'll be able to do great customer service, really improve the way that the customer can then see their actual car on a map and text them and call them to really improve that one-on-one ability for the customer and the driver to find each other.
If I'm at JFK arrival, I could see where my driver is. He's walking from the parking lot
you could text
towards
him.
my baggage area.
Exactly. And you know, that scenario is a really tough one. When you get off of a flight and you're in JFK, it's very confusing. It's crowded and you're tired from your flight. So we're trying to really make that as easy as possible.
TJ Clark, President and CEO of limos.com. Thank you.
Thank you very much.